What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, I'm gonna be doing the guide here for the final boss Guild Thunder, Hauser, and Grimoire. So let's get into it. Before we actually hop into the video, make sure to subscribe to your boy Amazing. We're on the road to 10k subscribers, and at the time of recording this video, I'm at 7.72k subscribers on the YouTube channel. Turn on post notifications if you want to stay up to date with anything 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross related. And with that out of the way, let's hop into the video. Alright, so as you guys know here, we have this final boss, and it's not going to be a crazy final boss in terms of scoring of where you need, because you only get the final rewards here at top 10% or higher. So this guide is going to be a top 10% guide, and it's also going to include the best farming team for Extreme if you guys want to get this done, and actually just farm up the coins here if you don't really care about the score. So if we go to Extreme here, this is the team that I've been using here to score decently high on the final boss here. Nothing crazy, like I'm only getting about top 2%, but this is the team that everyone else is using if you don't have Garad. So this is the team right here. A lot of other people are using it. There's probably like another strategy to the team, but from what I've found here, basically you just have a double nuke strategy with Derriere, and every time you get the cancel stance card with Diane, you want to use it so you rack up points. But that's basically the whole premise of the team here. And then you have Gotha here for dissolve. But basically how the fight works is that the enemies, they actually get HP buffs if you damage them with a stance up. So you want to make sure that you're able to cancel stances with one unit for sure. You definitely want a unit that cancels stances, and then if possible, if you have a unit that has like rupture, that can work as well, because if they do get the HP buff, you can do rupture and do double damage to them, and you actually do get points based on rupture damage as well if you do it 5 times. But for this strategy, you only really get these 3 clears. So you clear with all heroes having 60% HP, 200k damage in a single attack on one enemy, and then you remove 4 stances from the enemy using stance cancel effects. Those are the 3 you're gonna get from points based on this team right here. But yeah, I'm gonna hop in and I'll show you guys how this team rolls. It's not really dependent really on RNG other than Derriere cards, because that's the only thing you'd really need. But basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna stack up Derriere till the second phase. First phase you can nuke with her if you can get it, but from what I've seen, you don't really need to. It's kind of just like if you want to try and get for extra points, but make sure you always get the remove stances 4 times. You kind of want to stall for that, so if possible, try and stall for that. Get the stance removals with the DN there. Also like always rank it up with Green Gother. Yeah, and then you run Red Zeldris in the backline to buff Red Derriere and the other units, because he is providing the basic stats for the Derriere there. And yeah, that's basically that. We're gonna hop in. We're bringing HP food as well, because you do get additional points proportional to remaining HP. So if you have high HP, you're gonna get a lot of points there. But yeah, so let's hop in. I'll show you guys the run here, and then we'll actually go over the auto farm team. Alright, so we hopped into the match here for the final boss, and what we're gonna do here on a turn like this, you kind of just want to waste cards. So we're just gonna dissolve here. We're gonna do this and then just Dairy Swipe into Grimoire there. As you can see, Hauser is putting up a stance skill next turn, so you want to try and get this to become level 2 by the second turn. But if you save the rank up, you could just rank it up the next turn anyway. But let's just see here. We do actually get a natural level 2 stance card, which is good. So let's just see. There we go. We can actually just start farming points now, which is really good. And yeah, so while you're basically getting DN stance removals up, you want to actually just spam Derriere cards as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to rank up, not Derriere, I'm going to rank up DN here. And then we're just going to use the cancel stance. We're also just going to attack into Hauser with the single target Dairy Swipe. So as you can see, we're just going to cancel the stance. There we go. So we actually just canceled Hauser's stance there, and because we canceled the stance, we're not going to apply an HP buff. If you leave them alive, they will get HP buffs if you actually damage them while they have a stance up. So you don't want to, you know, damage the Grimoire, Hauser, and Guild Thunder when that happens, right? You want to actually use them for farming points. So what we're going to do, we're just going to do this. So we cancel that stance. We're going to buff with Derry, and I'm just going to attack into the Hauser there. So let's just see. There we go. We cancel 2 more stances, and then we're going to buff up with Derry and attack into Hauser. Hauser's going to die. There we are. Now we're just going to hope for we get a cancel stance card here. We do not get a cancel stance card there, which is a little bit unfortunate, so we're just going to have to waste a few cards here. We're just going to let Guild Thunder do his thing. Yeah, like this fight is really not that hard if you think about it, right? Guild Thunder is going to be getting a stance there, so we're just going to do this, and I'm just going to Derry buff right there. Shouldn't actually do a lot. Hopefully we don't kill the Guild Thunder there, because he's the one putting up his stance. Yeah, so we don't actually kill Guild Thunder, which is good. We just got to get a stance removal card so we can go into the second phase here with all the stance removals done. We don't actually get a stance removal card, which is fine. So what we're going to do is we're just going to nuke into Guild Thunder there. So let's actually just do that. Yeah, so we can just nuke into Guild Thunder. We're going to drop the dairy buff, nuke, and then just waste this card right there. By the way, you also lose ultimate going into the second phase, so you might as well nuke with Dairy first phase, because you're going to get you're gonna lose your ultimate second phase, so you have to build it up again anyway. So we're just gonna do that. So we've cleared out the entire hand. Deanne's ult's gonna be removed, and then that Gilther rank up is gonna naturally merge. That's gonna be very helpful for us, because then we're gonna be able to cancel stance on the second phase as well. So let's just see. There we are. The Guild Thunderhauser and Grimoire flying in. See, that naturally merges. We lose the ultimate there. We get a cancel stance card. We get another rank up as well. So let's just see. So we got Grimoire. He's going to be putting up a stance next turn. So what we're going to do is we're going to prepare for that. I'm actually just going to do a rank up here. We're going to do this, and I'm just going to do one dairy buff like that. And that should be fine. But yeah, you basically just farm up points like this way, stacking up the remove stances, buffing with Dairy, and then nuking with her. So you double nuke with her. That's mainly the strat here, if possible. So yeah, he's going to put up his stance there. And then we're just gonna do the rank up again, so we can get this one to what's it called? So we can get this one to level 2. So we're just gonna do this. I'm gonna actually swipe again. Actually, let's swipe into Hauser there, because he's not actually putting up a stance, and we're gonna get the stance removal bonus there. So we're gonna do that, and then we get the mission accomplished, removing 4 stances, which is good. So we're gonna attack into Hauser. He's gonna die. And now what we're going to want is going to rush the Dairy ultimate here, because we're going to have 10 stacks trying to go into the phase there. But yeah, what we're going to do, let's just start wasting Dairy cards and clearing out my hand a little bit. Let's do this, and then we'll just do this dissolve right there. Hopefully we top deck a Dairy card. If we don't top deck a Dairy card here, this is going to be a dead run. But yeah, I can still clear it and show you guys how much score we would get if we were to clear it regardless. But let's just see. We got to hope for a Dairy card here. We do not get a Dairy card, unfortunately. But I'll still clear it just to show you guys the score. But ideally, you want to actually nuke a Dairy on that turn right there. But it's fine. We'll just do this. And we'll just do this and this. And then it should be a wrap, like, regardless. But yeah, it's unfortunate when we don't get the Dairy nuke, but yeah, no, we're still gonna get the kill on the Guild Thunder here, and we'll see, and we'll show you how much score we actually get without the Dairy nuke at the end there. So let's just see. Alright, so as you guys can see, look at that, 3,941. So we didn't even get the nuke there, but we actually just got a really good score regardless, because it was the amount of HP we had at the end, also the amount of times we were moving stances. So as you can see, like, this team is really consistent. We didn't even get Dairy nuke at the end, but we managed to get all 3 of the bonuses here, which is what you actually need. So, you know, easy scores right there if you're using this team. It's not very hard to actually accomplish as well. If you're just stacking up Dairy passive and you always keep removing stances there, it's a really easy run, man. So that's basically the strategy for scoring top 10% on the final boss Guild Thunder, Hauser, and Grimoire. Alright, so now that we've done that and we've showed you guys how to actually score in the top 10%, what we're going to do now is show you guys the auto farm team that I've found is pretty useful here. So the auto farm team here is going to be the Assault Melee team. This has worked for me personally. I've done it about I don't know how many times now, but I've definitely farmed the entire event using the Assault Melee team. So I'll just show you guys here. We'll put on attack crit damage on my melee, and we'll actually just show you guys how efficient this really is, like, in comparison to the other farming teams I've seen, right? But let's just do this. Let's put on attack crit damage, and there we go. So Meliodas is going to be attack crit damage. You want him to do as much damage as possible. He's going to have the rupture skill, which we didn't have with the other team, which is actually going to double the damage against units that have a buff on them. So and they're all, the Guild Thunder, Hauser, and Grimoire are only going to get buffed when they get attacked while he stances up. So Melee is actually going to be doing double the damage when he applies the rupture effect on those enemies there when they get the stance up. But the thing is with Assault Melee, when you run him with full demons, is that he's applying his passive, which lowers the enemy's defense related stats, and is also buffing Assault Melee by a lot as well. So the moment you get his ultimate, you wipe the whole field anyway, and it's an easy clear. So what you want to bring is Assault Meliodas, Green Demon Hendrickson, Blue Melascula, and Red Zeldris in the backline. So these two slots I feel like are interchangeable, but I like to run Green Demon Hendrickson because he has double AoE. He actually boosts the damage of debuff effects as well. And then we have Blue Melascula here because she has Detonate AoE, and I felt like Detonate AoE might be enough to do like a lot of damage on the enemies when they start building up their ultimates, right? But yeah, I've had like a lot of success with this team here, and it hasn't really like faltered. I don't think I've lost a match with this team on this final boss, but we're actually just gonna gear my Hendrickson a little better here. Let's give him my Sariel attack crit. There we are. And then we'll give my Melascula, if she doesn't already have her attack crit damage gear on, we'll give her that. No, she already has it, so we're good. Obviously these units don't need like attack crit and stuff like that. They don't need their best sets, but obviously like if you want to give them like those sets, it's gonna help, right? But yeah, so we're gonna give Esnor that, and then we're just gonna leave it like that because Zeldris is not gonna come out anyway. So this is the team you want to run. You can run attack food if you want to boost the efficiency of the team, but I'm just gonna run the team with no food here, and just to show you guys. So I'm just gonna let you see the run here and see how efficient it is. We're gonna leave it on auto, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the clip here. Alright, so as you guys can see there, that is the team on auto. I did not do any, like, you know, manual attacks or anything like that. That was all set on auto, and the auto actually cleared it pretty well. Like, that was not really that long. On my recording, I think it was only like 4 or 5 minutes right there. Yeah, it's not that insane in terms of length there. And if you just leave it on auto, it's a guaranteed win with the assault melee team, because the moment they start damaging into melee, they're just gonna start buffing him up. And then the moment he drops his ultimate, he kind of just wipes the whole field anyway. So he's gonna be doing a lot of damage there. And that is the auto farm team for the final boss, Guild Thunder, Hauser, and Griamore. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a great rest of your day.